Howdy everyone, welcome to another Wednesday Lunch Live Sketch. My name is Frank Summers. Today we're running a little late. Lunch happened a little later than normal today, but what the heck, decided to jump into it. If you're new to the Wednesday Lunch Live Sketch, I pick a topic every week. We do it for 25 minutes, try and take it as far as we possibly can. And sometimes it's a little more finished than other times. But today we're going to be doing Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series. So why don't we jump on into Photoshop, gather some reference because I'm not quite sure of some of his features. So why don't before I do this, let's set my timer. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and away I go. So one of the things that audio is not great. I'm hearing it's crackly. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. I can try plugging and unplugging. Let me see if I can take my microphone in and out. Hold on. How about now? Can you hear me now? Any chance? Better? Worse? Better, worse, better, worse. Let me check my settings. Oh, you know what? The blue snowball. Oh, good, good. I'm hearing it's better now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Back on with the show. So I have to get rid of blinking things on my taskbar. I don't know about you guys, but if I had like a message blinking at me, I have to click it. Like right now I have this little, I won't do it right now, but I have a notification pop up over there. I have to get rid of it. I guess I'm anal that way. It's the same thing on my phone. Like if I have notifications on my phone, I can't have notifications up there. I get nuts. Anyway, continuing, like I was just mentioning earlier, I like the more of the bumbling aspect or the adventure type aspect of the Uncharted series. For me, it got a little more like I always enjoyed the gunplay, but I like the platforming stuff, and I felt like that was kind of toned down over the course of the series. So what I'm thinking is that like he's sliding down a hill, and he's kind of catching his balance. The hand is up here. Maybe we don't see the other arm. It's rotated behind him someplace. His shoulder is up here, and he's got that sleeve. And maybe his head is looking down. An eye line like that. His head's a little more boxy too. So let's do something like that. Here's our belt. He's got these things, whatever, these gun holsters going on here. And again, yeah, it's like he's sliding down a hill. So that's the idea here. And then this leg can be up a little bit. Hopefully the audio is better now. Thank you for hanging in with me. And now, yeah, so this shoulder would be higher. This one could be lower. And I'm not even sure if we would see, and we'll see the back arm, and there should be, so his chest mass is, so there's something like this going on. And so let's just get the idea of what an expression could possibly be on his face. So maybe he's a little more concerned. He's got more of a rounded nose. The jaw could be a little longer because he'll have an open mouth. Eyes looking down. And then we can have an idea of a hairline in here, an ear. Here's his haircut, shorter hair kind of sticking up. And his jaw is more squared off. All right, so that's an idea of where this stuff could be. And we have an idea of a hand here. Let's try and keep our proportions a little bit more in mind. Let's try and pull it back a little bit. Again, here's our center line of our torso going down into the crotch. Right around there, the seat of his pants, somewhere. A knee block in this area. So this would be sort of sharp. His legs are probably a little thicker than what I have. I think he's a little runtier than I have going on. Scale it up a little bit. All right. But yeah, I always like for me the fun of the Uncharted games was just him kind of climbing and adventuring, and like his banter, kind of like he was bumbling and barely hanging on by the skin of his teeth. So that was always the fun part for me. So let's try and find the planes of his face a little better. All right. And now let's see if we can kind of block in this hand a little better. Apologize about the audio earlier on. It happens. Probably should have restarted my machine. And his sleeves rolled up. And so now we got to find out. So we're running into a design issue of where these holster pieces are going to fit, and I don't want them to. I think I've already kind of solved my problem. I don't want them to interfere with the hand, right? I'd like them to be broken out a bit more. And we'll get the idea of just like a holster here. And then he has a belt buckle, I believe, is kind of oval with, it's like a strap hanging off. And then he's got this business going on, which honestly, I do that myself. I've been doing the half tuck for I think majority of my adult life. I like to do it because I don't like the feeling of the belt buckle on my stomach. Don't like it. So I tuck in my t-shirt there. So take that. And I'm pretty sure these are a little thicker. I was OG Drake. Nathan. I do not own a PS4. I probably will not buy one. As I get older, it is harder to play games. It's a sad fact. I love games. I love them. I've been trying to play Bayonetta 2 on the Wii when I have time. It's just hard. It's just hard to find time. So let's try to adjust some of this stuff. Here's his bottom. Here's his pant leg. And this could probably come a little higher. I may have his pelvis a bit too long. Knee block, and then the other foot. These are very baggy. His jeans are very baggy. So let's check our time. We got 16 minutes. Some of it was blown. Trying to deal with the audio snafu. Let's take a look at his face. Let's try and maybe pull in some of the features of his face a little better. And for that, I'm going to require the reference. So let's find that. And let's just pull that over a bit more. I mean, he has a pretty commanding... Well, this is obviously the first gen render. I think this is from the first one. Pretty sure, anyway. This is most likely from the second one. Just judging from his wardrobe, I'm not quite sure. Maybe even the third. I can't recall. But his face is definitely a little different. Let's go with this one, only because I have better... getting pictures of food. Let's see what we can do to kind of pull in some of his features. I mean, this is a very strong... I don't know if you can see it, but the temples are very strong. And so this... Right, so this kind of helps define the shape of his face. The hairline comes down to a slight widow's peak. Cheek going down, and again, a very strong jaw. All right, and his eyes should probably come down a little more. If his head is rotated down, he's kind of got, and we can we'll cartooning them up a little bit. And his brows are pretty low. He has got pretty low brow line. And for the nose, and again, right now I'm just blocking these features in. He's got a pretty bulbous nose. All right, so what we could do now, I feel pretty good about this thumbnail. Still thinking about the back arm and what if I want to display it or not. I think I might just keep it behind him. So the next thing we'll do, we'll move into our next phase. We'll pull our thumbnail down, we'll put another layer, and we'll call this roughs. And what we'll do is start to refine what we already have. I should have worked in blue in the thumbnail. Go a little darker. So why don't we let's go back to the face. Let's just keep kind of maybe working the face a little bit. So and like this is a plane of the face right here. His brow, like his temple right here is a plane, which is probably where the brow is coming off of. And here's the hairline. And then we can kind of got a slight widow's peak going on there. Might be a bit too much of a cheek. His cheeks, again, because his face is more or less squared off. So maybe just an indication of a cheek. Pretty strong chin, rounded still, but the jaw is pretty squared off. And for his nose, pretty round. He's got a pretty rounded nose. And again, I'm slightly cartooning, giving the eyes a little bit more of a cartoony look. And his head is rotated down, so you see the bottoms of the lids. And I might need to pull his jaw a little bit more down. Pull a little bit more. Because his mouth is open, so we need a little more space there. I want to push his mouth a bit more. Pull that brow a little higher. Get rid of this. Now I think what I need to do is maybe pull the jaw a little more. Maybe this lid needs to be lifted slightly. Hands could be a little thicker. His adventuring hands. And we'll just lock this in. Here's the other strap on the other side. Let's get that belt buckle in there. And try and find the curvature of his pelvis. And going down into the pants. Let's move the reference out of the way. Let's take a save. We're looking on time. Got 7 minutes left, so that's enough time for me to probably go back and revisit his face. I think I gotta look at his feet. What we got going on with his feet? All right, so I guess they're kind of boots. I'm wearing boots. Looks like a wider toe. Go, we can get that to project a bit more into space. There's a heel. Maybe we can build that out a little bit. These are a little flat, like they're flatter. These are good adventuring shoes, but they're not good jogging shoes. Not be going for a jog anytime soon. All right, so let's get a look at his face. I'm not entirely thrilled with some of the proportions we have going on, and maybe some of that has to do with his mouth. His mouth is, let's say, slightly off model. And also the nose is probably not really following the, we should probably be looking down on the nose a bit more, so. We can kind of play with some of these proportions a bit. So maybe the hairline was pushed back a bit too far. No, maybe it was about right. I mean, he's, so if his head is also rotated down, it's part of also the, so let's find that line right there. And probably the top of his skull is a bit too high. We can pull it in. His hair is tighter to his head. So we can pull that back slightly. His ear is probably back a bit too far, so we can pull that back in. Build the chin out just a bit more. Let's play with his eye shape a bit more. And his, I mean, I feel like I need to address maybe his lips a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he has very full lips. Look at those lips. Yeah. Let's take a peek. Yeah, I mean, this piece of his nose, the bridge of his nose, mean, he's got quite the schnoz. Ah! Scared me. Thought it was a ghost. Yeah. So that was our 25 minutes. What I think I'll do is just spend the next few minutes I'll spend a few more minutes just wrapping this up. I mean, I can't quite tell what the detailing is on his belt. Give me just 2 more minutes here. There we go. And let's work the bottom of this shoe again. Give it a little bit of shape. Okay. I think what might help, maybe get rid of these. Let's get rid of these lips. I think his mouth might be a little low. So let's see if we can just do a little bit of magic. That might work a little better. And go a little more graphic right here. There we are, a little better. Let's pull the sideburn in just a little more to match up with the jawline. All right, I think we have a Nathan Drake here. Not too shabby. And I think the last but not least, I think I just need to kind of maybe give him a I want to give him a lot. I want to give him some eyelids, but you know, the tops of his eyes are pretty heavy lidded. So I think if I give him eyelids, it just makes him look sleepy. So I think I might leave them be. And I think last but not least for this, we're just gonna shove a little bit of let's make another layer. Rough. Not quite sure how this is gonna work. With this pencil, I might need to pull it down. Yeah. Let's pull the opacity down on that. I gotta pull some of this out. Yeah, like it's following this line, right? This cheek line right there. So that's kind of indicative of him. So we can pull out some of this, you know, to give it the impression that it's scruff. I can probably pull it out a little more. Yeah, I guess that might be okay. And what we could do is maybe find, where's my splatter brush? Splatter, splatter. Oh, I got a couple. Let's just do a regular old splatter, see how that works. Let's put some dirt on him. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's check out the other splatter. I haven't really used them in a while. It works a little better. Let me see. Try that again. It's better. I can kind of erase what I don't need. Let's take this out. All right, I think that might do it for today. Let's hit save, pull back a little bit, take a look. Nice to maybe get some of the action in his feet down here. Hey. As he's sliding to his doom. All right, well, that'll do it for this week, I think. Thank you guys for joining me. I do this every Wednesday at noon, normally, Eastern Standard Time. I got a red subscribe button there. Why don't you click that and subscribe to my channel? I do some Toon Boom Harmony tutorials that I post on YouTube, and random animation that pops up every once in a while. Thanks again, guys, for joining me. I hope you all have a great week, and take care.